Hello in the next episode. In today's video I'm going to repair PlayStation 5, which came in for no power at all. It's dead, completely dead. Alright, so let's fix it. Okay, so this is our PlayStation 5. It's plugged to the power, but when we press any of these buttons, they don't work at all. No beeps, nothing. Dead. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going just to quickly measure the voltages. Some multimeter in the DC mode, black probe on the ground, and let's check now. We've got 12 volts, and we've got 12 volts. So what can be else wrong with this console? Let's check 1.8 volts, and we have no 1.8 volts at all. Let's check 5 volts, and we have 5 volts. So what can be wrong? Alright, so now the best way to find the 3.3 volts is here. This is our Wi-Fi module. And at this point we have no 3.3 volts. So the console doesn't turn on at all because of missing 3.3 volts. But what can be wrong? Alright, so we need to disassemble this console first. I think the problem can be on the other side of the board. So let's unplug the power and let's quickly find out what is wrong with it. Alright, can I see any liquid damage or something? No. So let's set up my multimeter into the beep mode and let's check the fuses. First thing what you need to do always, you need to check the fuses. They can tell you everything about the console. And they can lead you to the, to find the problem. Alright, so first fuse, 7001, and it's good. We've got a beep. Yes, it's good. Alright, so another fuse is here. So let's check that fuse. The fuse is good. It's no problem. I think it's not the short. I don't think so. See? It came back to normal. Next fuse is here. And it's good. So next fuse is here. And it's good. Another fuse is that one. Alright, so this fuse is blown. Let's check those two fuses. This is the one. This one is good. This one is also blown. Alright, so this side is good. Only this side is blown. I thought it's grounded, but no. Check this side. This fuse here. One probe on the ground. This is shorted to ground. The first what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove this IC, which is here. Hot air 470 degrees. Alright, so let's check if the short is still there. So one probe on the ground and another one here. And we still got the short. So it wasn't that chip. The chip probably is good. But we need to find out what's wrong with this console. Hopefully it's not the salt bridge IC. Because I don't think I've got one to replace. Alright, next step, we just need to apply some voltage. I'm going to apply here. Alright, so black probe, we need to attach to the HDMI port. And now let's go under the thermal camera. So I'm going to inject 1 volt and 2 amps to this point. And we will see if we can see something. Maybe our salt bridge IC is faulty. 3, 2, 1. And we've got one, it's taking 1 amp. Can we see what's taking 1 amp? In this place the board is very, very hot. I'm not sure if it's caused by hitting. Have you noticed those 2 points here? The resolution is not so good, but these points, it's getting hot. Because it's only 1 volt, that's why we can't see, and it's taking 1 amp. We can't really see what's wrong with it, but I can see something there. See? So now I turn off the voltage. Oh, look at this. It's getting hot. See, now it's okay. Press the button and now it's getting red. Only this point. Look at this. Off and on. I've got already multimeter in the beep mode. Alright, first I'm going to stop injecting the voltage. Then let me try. And it is shorted. So this guy is shorted. Let's remove this guy. One probe on the ground, another one here. It's still shorted. This 00 looks very, very weird for me. We've got different readings. We've got 2, 9, 3, Got almost 300 ohms on this line. Just wondering why it's showing me 0 here. Because this is the same line. Alright, I don't know. I'm going just to put back this chip. Hopefully it's good. Position this chip because it's not positioned, correctly. I was trying, to solder this, but, I need to remove this and try one more time. Alright, so this is our old capacitor. Let's check if it's shorted. And you can hear the beep, but you can't see anything because something has happened to my camera. Alright, so now next step is to replace fuses. It should be okay. Let's check once again. The fuse is faulty, but on this side we have no shorts at all. So I'm going just to replace it. Hopefully there is nothing else that needs to be replaced. So let me find my donor board. So my donor board, I'm going to quickly test this capacitor. Alright, so this cap is good. This fuse here beeps, it's good. Let's check this fuse, it's good. Alright, so let's quickly desolder this. And we can hear the beep, yes. Let's check circuit, it's okay. It's okay. And now I put the one probe on the ground and we have OL. So no beeps, nothing. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to clean this board. I'm going to give it a good clean. Alright, so this is the moment of truth. We just need to assemble our console. Alright, so the moment of truth. Multimeter in the volt modes. Can we see 12 volts? Yes. Can we see 1.8 volts? Still no. Can we see 3.3 volts? Yes. We can see 3.3 volts. Alright, so we've got all voltages right now. So let's press the power button and watch this. And it's still dead. The console is still dead. What else can be wrong? No beeps, nothing whatsoever. Usually it's 1.8 volts, but in this case we have nothing there. 5 volts, 3.3 volts, 12 volts. Everything is there. Unplug it and check for shortages. So something else is also damaged. Multimeter in the beep mode. Let's check here around the HDMI encoder. No problem at all. Let's check again fuses. What I'm going to do now, because I'm not sure if this chip is working properly, or maybe it got hit by the surge because of this capacitor here. I don't know. But there's no signs of life. I've replaced everything. 3.3 line is, has come back to normal. We've got 3.3, we've got 5 volts, we've got 12 volts. But we haven't got the power, yeah? We cannot just power this console on. So what can be wrong? This chip can be faulty, or SoulBridge IC is faulty. If the SoulBridge IC is faulty, I need to order the new SoulBridges, but they cost lots of money. One guy cost about £70, which is very expensive. Probably this guy got hit by the surge. So let me just quickly measure the capacitors around it in the beep mode. Sometimes when this is no good, we've got some shorts. This is not the capacitor, this is just resistor. Let me check the bottom side of this. You've got a short here. Next one, the same, short. Next one, shorted. Oh, no, sorry. These are just resistors. It's hard to see in that angle. Here the cap. It's not shorted. Alright, so I'm going to replace this guy with the guy from my donor board. So first let's desolder this guy. Alright, so let's clean this area a little bit more. Alright, so let's plug the power cable and let's try now. Whoa! It's on. Now it's on. And we've got white light. Wow, yeah, I did it. Alright, so now I need to quickly turn this off because there is no clamp on the APU. But now it's being reset, and now we should hear 3 beeps soon. And yes, we had 3 beeps. That means we are in the main system right now. So I can press this button and turn this off. Alright, so it's turning off. I'm going to unplug the power. Alright, let's plug some rest of the ribbon tapes, antennas. Let me just quickly test something. So I just plug the power cable. I'm going to measure the voltage. Black probe on the ground. And you see we've got 1.8 volt. That means everything is fine. But here we should have 3.3 volts. And this voltage comes from that chip what I've just replaced. Because before we couldn't see any voltage here and here. So this is very important voltage. What I'm going to do, I'm going just to try this on my screen. So we should be now in the safe mode, and I cannot see this on this console. So first I need to try on the telly. Let me try on the telly. Alright, so let's try now. Yes, we've got a picture. Alright, as you can see, everything is fine. The console is working perfectly fine. So you've got white light, everything is working properly. Okay, so as you could see, I fixed, PlayStation 5, which had no signs of life, nothing whatsoever. And I found a shorted, capacitor, which damaged 2 fuses and 1 IC. And, this IC was faulty because I put everything back together and I couldn't even turn this on, even if I replaced those 2 fuses and faulty capacitor. The problem was that chip, which provides 1.8 volts and 3.3 volts to the circuit on the other side of the board. So, as you could see, PlayStation 5 is working fine. We can send it back to our customer. Alright, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.